ब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिं प्रभुरव्ययः.
Thank you, respected guests. Now I request Dr. B.S. Prasad sir to kindly deliver his inaugural speech.
Very good morning to all of you. The Honorable Principal, Dr. Santosh Belvadi, and the Secretary, and the Dr. Patil, and then Dr. Kulbe, and my teacher, Dr. Murali Krishna, and all my fellow faculty members and scholars, PG scholars, UG and PG scholars, teachers, and other invitees. I am very happy indeed to be part of this event. Till last moment I was not very sure that I can make it possible or not. But somehow I had to thank the God that was made possible. And I must appreciate the organizers, especially Dr. Santosh Belvadi, who visualized the concept of degenerative diseases in the name of Chaitanya and organizing this event, where I was given to understand that more than 500 delegates has registered. They were expecting 400, but the overwhelming response they have seen. That indicates the impact of the event, how they organized it. I must appreciate and congratulate the entire team behind this event, how they will to succeed in organizing. And more than a month, they're all behind the preparations of this event. I must compliment once again for the entire team. And this present topic is very important in the present context. Globally, especially the aging population is increasing. And India is the youngest population, where we also have a huge role to play. An entire globe, we can be the physicians or the healthcare takers that way there. And Government of India is promoting Heal in India, Heal by India. So that way it is promoting, where we have a huge role to play in coming days, where we are the youngest population, maybe average 28 years of age, whereas the rest of the world, there is more than 50 years of age. There are aging populations are there. And now this degenerative conditions are escalating very fastly, where we have huge role. And then to catch this event or the situation or the opportunity, we need to prepare ourselves to the occasion. Unless until we are very sound enough in the theoretical, practical and skill-based learning and application, then only we may be able to catch up this opportunity. Otherwise, we may miss the bus again. So this is what happening. With the NCSM, this was identified in the NCSM, and we worked out very hard and we were able to bring out all these ones. Unless until every situation work out a 360-degree angle, every aspect of the problem has been addressed. Otherwise, we will not be able to succeed in the bringing out the quality. That was the philosophy of NCSM when bringing out. For that, for example, when it comes to education itself, as I told, we are the global health care takers tomorrow. To address that one, what we need to do it? One is the good curriculum, and then good infrastructure, and then good trainers and administration. If everything is not there, any one is deficient, we will not be able to get the outcome there. So that was the main aim of the NCSM when we worked out. Now all of you may be seeing the syllabus of it has come out. So curriculum, there is a tool to use that one. So a competency-based education, if revolutionarily brought over this one. There is a huge thought process was there. For example, PG students, now PG students may be experiencing the new structure. This was designed by having IIT's experts, Stanford University scientists, then some vice chancellors, education technologists, they were all called. There was one day brainstorming session was conducted, and then this program has been evolved from the churning of the such brains are there. So that way the present structure has come. Likewise, on every activity, there is a thought process is there. A very thinking is there, preparation is there, that way it has come out. So that way a revolutionary syllabus has come out. But bringing the syllabus itself is not sufficient. Then what to do it? Then we have to train the faculty. Further capacity building programs. We have organized a series of capacity building programs, including the principals. Every principal of the Ayurvedic college attended a training program, 5 days training program called Educational Administration. All of you be hearing the first time that one. All of you know it, education, know the administration. But educational administration is a new concept which we are hearing. So that was prepared at a module, 5 days module, including that Santosh also attended the program. So that way, the principals has been capacitized how to administer effectively in the colleges education. So that were trained there. Likewise, the entrepreneurship development. When we see now, a lot of the startup companies are there. They are all non-Ayurvedic people. They are doing a lot of activity in the Ayurvedic sector. And then why our people cannot do it? That was the thought. Then we find out MSME institution, we had MOU with them, and every college, one faculty was trained, and then they were now going to handhold the newer ideas. When you have a new idea that can be nurtured by the coordinator, it can be taken up to different levels now. That way, the entrepreneurship development activities has been addressed that one. Teachers training was conducted. PG guides orientation program was conducted. Sanskrit teachers training was conducted. Likewise, capacity building was taken in every aspect of that one. And then when the teachers are there, when you have tools, we had an infrastructure to train that one. Without infrastructure, they can't do it. So then we brought in regulations with all advanced technology, advanced instrumentation. For example, now, the trinocular microscope, where you can demonstrate the microscopic structures and teach very easily. Instead of saying every student can see the microscope, take a lot of time, and again what teacher demonstrate, what student sees is again no connectivity there. Whereas when you project on the screen, we can have very easily we can see it. So that way we have synchronized that one also. Likewise, every aspect of the education has been addressed it, and now the curriculum, they developed it in being implemented now. And when we took the results of the first BAMS results, entire India, 20% of result hike we observed it, entire India. So that way we are already getting the positive response, and our aim is 2030. By 2030, our graduates become the global physicians, globally competent physicians. That is our aim. So that way, NCSM is going forward, and I must thank all the teachers who are taking up the very seriously and imbibing the new technologies, new methods, and implementing in the colleges and able to cope up their situations. So I must thank all the principals and teachers for having taken the rightly and implementing it right manner. So that way it is going on. And you are the witnessing this one, and tomorrow you are the beneficiaries are there for all these ones. I request you to commit for that one, learn as much as possible, and become a global doctors. Entire globe will be the area for you people to do it, because whole world is looking for India to give the health, taking care of the health point of view. Now I will come for some slides. I will show my topic which I want to address to you all. What is the connecting the missing links? Can you the hand mic? Hand making. I can turn this one. Go back previous slide. Connect the missing links in the clinical. Hello? Hello. Yes. Connecting missing links in clinical teaching in Ayurveda. This was I want to address with you. I am very happy that my teacher, Dr. Murali Krishna, is here, who taught me Kaya Chikitsa and Panchakarma. We are blessed to have him as a teacher. He is a very great practitioner, very great teacher. He is going to address to you, all of you also. Next slide. So these are the 3 aspects which I am going to share. One is the transformation, the missed connections, and how we are going to connect the dots. So this is the 3 aspects I am going to talk on this one. Next slide. So Kalohi Parinamuchyati. All of you may be knowing very well. Kalohi Parinamuchyati. During time, there is a transformation happens. Because we are seeing so many things there. Once whatever the maybe waiting not there, now we have computers there. Likewise, so many things are happening. Likewise, the change in modification nature of the time. Today's innovation, tomorrow's tradition. For example, earlier when we are learning, that time for blood sugar we had to prescribe. Patient go to laboratory and get it done blood sugar and come back. Now every house have the glucometer. Earlier the pulse oximeters was in ICU only, not even the wards. ICU, only we can see in the ICU there is a pulse oximeters are there. Now COVID has brought pulse oximeter in every house, it is there. Likewise, so many things are happening now. Now laboratory is coming to home. The laboratory is coming to home and collecting and going on. And you will get the reports in the mobile. Likewise, things are going on changing. Whatever the innovation today, tomorrow, it may be the tradition. For example, now we are all getting patients for Katibasti. Tomorrow, when Katipasti Yantra was designed, every patient may do the home itself. They will not come to you. So we have to think of how we have to upgrade ourselves. And we now presently we are having Katipasti, Janavasti, Grivabasti, we are getting the good patients. But tomorrow, you may not get it. They will be doing the homes only. Now then what we have to do it? For example, blood sugar, when they gone to the HbA1c. They left the blood sugar, now doctor prescribe HbA1c. So we have to upgrade. Likewise, we have to think of OA patient may take, then what is our role to need? That's what I am telling to think of. Next slide. The transformation. What happens in the transformation? We are Gurukula to Kula Guru. Gurukula, all of you may be knowing. When Guru is there, our students are there only, they will be studying and one Guru, etc. Now we have the present university system, where we have universities are there, colleges are there, departments are there. This system, we have migrated from Gurukula to Kula Guru. In this what happens? Next thing. So we have Ashtanga Ayurveda. There are Ashtanga Ayurvedas are 8 branches are there, and later on Rashastra evolved separately, independently. It will be applicable to all branches. 8 specialties are there, but there is no undergraduation there. They are all specialties only. Those who are joining Kaichikicha School of Thought, they starting day Kaichikicha only they study. Those who are doing Shelli Tantra, they study Shelli Tantra only, Shalakya Tantra. Likewise, all specialties are there. They are all, there is no graduation there. Directly speciality only there. And then Rashastra, common applicable to all these ones are there. And later on what happened? Next. We have undergraduation, 14 departments. Every student is being taught of every subjects are there. Whereas there Kaichikicha, Shelya Shalakya, individual, they study with only one vertical. But here we have all departments are being taught at the undergraduation commonly. Then we have specialties, 18 specialties as with the present new regulations, because we bifurcated the Shalakya, Netra and Shalakya ENT, and Ayurveda biology, new PG has been started there. So that way we have the 18 subjects of post-graduation is there. And later on, super speciality. We also brought DM program, 6 subjects DM Arbuda, Oncology, DM even Asti Sandhi, Ayurveda orthopedics, likewise 6 subjects are there. So we have common UG, then PG, then DM courses. The different way it has vertical has been, a different has been happened. This is the migration totally. Without UG, now we have UG, PG and super speciality. There was no UG there. Next one. And then in meanwhile, what we had? Newer medical systems. That time only Ayurveda was there. There is no other medical system. When you see now, we have allopathy also there, Unani there, Siddha there, Savarikpa there, homeopathy. Likewise, we have several systems has been come out. So we have to think of how we have to do it. That time there is no option. Patient has to come to Ayurveda only. But now we have multiple options are there. Patient may choose any one. They did not come to Ayurveda only. So we need to think differently again. And then advancement in body components. The same rasa rakta dhatu mamsa maybe dosha dhatu malamulam shariram. But now we have, when you see the physiology, we have so many components are been identified, listed, their properties have been listed out there. There is again another development. And then diagnostic technologies. We have, as I told, pulse oximeter itself is there. After genetics we can study now. Likewise, innumerable number of diagnostics. One is biochemical, immunological, X-rays, imaging. Likewise, so many things have come out in the development. And then the advancement in clinical monitoring. The ECGs are there. Likewise, clinical monitoring. We can have Holters are there. Cardiac function can be monitored whole day. Likewise, we have developments are there. Then drug delivery systems, injectables. Even without pricking, you can inject it. Insulin injection, for example, you can imagine. Likewise, the research parameters also. These are the developments which have happened when you think of Ayurveda, how it was origin, etc. Next slide. So now we see the difference between how it was origin, how it was there in the present situation. Here I made the Darshanas, Ayurveda, basic sciences are there. Please try to concentrate here, is a very important slide. And then here Darshanas, Ayurveda. Ayurveda taken from Darshanas. Important or relevant aspects of Darshanas taken, and Ayurveda was developed it. And that was the origin. So here origin I mentioned, and then present situation. Ayurveda, as it was taken from Darshanas, there is alignment was there. Because source is same and we have developed it, there is alignment is there. But presently, Ayurveda stopped there, and basic sciences, maybe all the botany, zoology, whatever sciences you are taking, they are all grown separately now. There is a big gap between Ayurveda and the basic sciences. So there is no alignment is not there with that one. They are totally different, we are totally different now. Same terminology here, because they are taking the same thing. Because they call Vata, we also call Vata here. They call Prana, we also call Prana here. So terminology is same between Darshana and Ayurveda. But whereas here Ayurveda too, the basic sciences, terminology is different only. They call neurons, neurotransmitter something else. We say Vata or Pitta, Kapha something else. There is no matching of the terminology, totally new terminology. And then stagnation. Because Darshanas and Ayurveda, there was a stop was there. There is no addition of literature, no addition of drugs, no addition of any diseases there. Very long back, very few. Maybe Madhavidana added maybe that Chopchini also added, though the disease condition was brought over here. Otherwise, there is no, the addition of the diseases or medicines there. And here, very fast growth. Every day you may find some biochemical, microbiological innovations happening there. Then, interruption the knowledge flow. What was the knowledge that time originated? What Charaka was thought was there? We don't know. Now, we are connecting the dots with the modern information. Now, here, there is a continuity going on. Because of the lack of the terminology and other one, we are unable to integrate these two things there with the modern sciences and Ayurveda. So we are finding difficulty there. So this is the origin and what is the present condition there. Next slide. Now then to address all these ones, what I was telling, the NCSM has made a lot of changes there. What we are doing now, curricular reforms. What we are doing, curricular reforms. And then why in the curricular reforms, there are many teachers, many people think, why should they change? There is not requirement, it was very good only. It's all there. We have to overcome emotional bias. For example, we have with emotionally attachment with the subjects or the literatures are there. So we want to overcome that. When we have a situation, why our people are not successful, we have to think of. Then what is the lack in that one? How to address it? We have to think objectivity, we have to develop that one. Then only we are able to bring the curriculum, etc. So that is very much important there. So thinking and approach should be objective and present context. In the present, what do we require? How the situation is there, how society is there. That time you say, they prepare decoction, they prepare decoction. But presently, they can't do it. If you say 16 times of water added, reduce to 1/4 and take it every day. Every day nobody can take that one because of the busy schedules. We have to think, change the thing as per the present requirement. How the Acharyas were thinking of. Next slide. Now you see, they themselves are modifying. When you think of Charaka Samhita, Susruta, Vagbhata, etc. as the curriculum or the teaching methodology or etc. They themselves has altered the chapters, for example. For Charaka, Nidhanasthana was second chapter, whereas Ashtanga Hridaya was third chapter. Sharirasthana was brought over here separately. Likewise, they themselves has a fine. Okay, this is not the correct order. We have to modify the order to teach that one. So that way, they thought is there. We need not bother about it. This should be likewise only. So they already given the idea, yes, we can modify at any time as per requirement is there. So that taking the leads, we should be the objective oriented in modifying the content, changing the order, adding something, removing something. We should have freedom to do it with objectivity. So that way we have to think of. Next one. Then supplementation of more advanced scientific and technological developments. Expansion of fundamentals. For example, now neurodegenerative diseases are coming. Now we have Vata and 5 Vatas are there. When you take the nervous system, of course because of, now I am telling, many functions are coming under nervous system. When you take Vata have genetic control also, neurological control also, many movements also there, many functions are there in the under Vata itself. It is not only one system. But we have 5 types are there. When you have these many number of things expand already, why can't we expand it? They also made it Vata, then 5 Vatas are there. Now we can expand to 10 Vatas, or each Vata can be 5 types, 10 types can be developed. To accommodate modern developments are there, so that we have clarity in the understanding, clarity in diagnosis, adoption of the advanced technology, and precision of the prescription that can happen when you have adopted things that are there. So we need to have freedom and courage also, to have rationality, to expand our fundamentals. Need not restrict 5 Vatas only, make it 10 Vatas, 20 Vatas, or each one type, subtypes are there. So that way we have developed the rationality in expanding the fundamentals. The incorporation of advance under Ayurveda fundamentals. All advances we have to bring it. So genetics, we have Bija is there. Bija Bhaga, that much only. Now when you have the chromosomes and genes are identified very well, why can't we adopt those ones and expand our Bija into subparts? You can have alphanumerical numbering. When you have genetics are there, they have P, Q, H, 1, 2, 3, 4, like the numbering are there. Same pattern we can follow it and expand our bija to further, so that accommodate all advances. We can diagnose our conditions very precisely, apply the medicines very appropriately. So that way, we should have openness to adopt and embrace the things about developments, incorporate our own things and develop our own science there. Next one. The diagnostic, one example I am giving here. What is the advantage when you take Ayurvedic diagnostics are there? This is because I belong to Vajikarana, I will give the Vajikarana example. Now this is the semen report. Here you can see, generally we see the semen report, the count only. The count and motility. Here 5 millions, 5 millions, 5 millions. All three reports are 5 millions. And then motility. Motility is 40%, we take only one motility, 40% is there. We said is oligospermia. That generally the impression will be oligospermia. That is the general, interpretation of the semen reports. But when you come back to Ayurveda, when you see this one, the first report you see, viscosity, increase, you call ati pichal eto dushti. And second one is pH is increase, we may call ruksha. This was developed by methodology by me anyway. Then the liquefaction time more than 1 hour, we call Grandhibhuta Retas. When you think of treatment, when you say count and motility only oligospermia, you think of sukrajanak dravyas. When we bring this concept, when Atipichala is there, you will not select Shatavari, Kokilaksha. You will go for Kapikachu, Ashwin, etc. When you have Rukshta is there, you may take some other drugs. Atipichala is there, you may go for Shetty, etc. So that way, Ayurvedic diagnosis drive you towards the treatment planning directly. So that is where we need to come back to Ayurveda diagnostics and interpret the technology or Ayurveda diagnostics into our own science and able to precisely diagnose and select the appropriate treatment there. There is the advantage when you go for Ayurveda diagnostics. Next slide. Then coming to UG, PG. Till presently, till the new syllabus has come, there is a lot of differences there. But in the present earlier, there is no difference. UG student never refer to a PG student. Though he is a Panchakarma PG, but he never, because he knows everything, he performs everything only. He may refer to MBBS doctor there, but he never refer to a postgraduate of Ayurveda. Why? Because we didn't maintain any difference between UG and PG. Only for job sake, we have UG, PG only. So to bring the difference, what happens? We have to have competency. When you have higher competency, then they refer it. When you don't have competency, they don't refer it. So what we have to do it? Next one. So addressing the issue. Then competency difference between UG and PG, then establish difference. So we have to understand emotional bias. That's what I am telling, emotional bias. Everything is Ayurveda only. You have to at UG level, okay, no problem. When you go to PG, you have to make yourself, I am a specialist in this area. You have to become a specialist in this area. Then only you have a referral system also that establish that one. So we have to have that system and then identifying ourselves. Yeah, I'm a specialist in this area, this is my area only. I don't want that specialist, expertise has to come, competence has to come, that one. Next slide. Next. So then fragmentation, integration. For example, now Kriya, Rognidana, Kaya Chikitsa is a one vertical. Ultimately, Kaya Chikitsa treatment, whatever the Kaya Chikitsa treatment required, they have teach in the Rognidana, and as per Rognidana, Kriya has to be taught there. But we have totally fragmentation. What Kriya will teach, no relation between Kriya and to Rognidana to Kaya Chikitsa there. Rognidana, for example, they do reflexes. So much of very deep reflexes. Again, when you come to Kaya Chikitsa, no meaning of that one. Or they do palpation, something else. There they can talk about srotas, etc. So avarodha, etc. So the linking has to be there between that one. So that way, we have to have link horizontal, vertical integration. Horizontal, for example, Padartha Vijnana, Kriya and Rachana. They have to have interlinking between. And then Kriya to Rognidana to Kaya Chikitsa, and then clinical departments. They have to be there. So that way, we have to have, the teachers has to have the thinking between what they are going to teach it, how they are going to interlink that one. So this is very important there. Now we could be able to succeed in bringing out the integration between all the departments, the syllabus making itself. We brought the integration, but the teachers has to think of how to integrate and teach complementary teaching of all the departments. That is very, very important to have outcome, ultimate outcome. Next. Then the clinical approach in the dealing. The contemporizing, the practices adopting scientific advances while keeping intact are the principles. There are many people, for example, Sirodhara we say. The people say it's classical, we want earthen pot only. So the earthen potting is not a classical. When a classical says what temperature, what is the height we have to make, what is the flow to be there, how it should be there. That makes the principle make. You make any material, because still whatever things are there. Or your principle has to be not be compromised there. Likewise, in Basti also, the classroom they teach, it should be Sukoshna, etc. It should be same pressure. When you come here, you use the enema can, the temperature gone there, the pressure gone there, you're doing that one. So this way we need to think of what the exact classical means what. The principle is the classical one. You can have, material should be adopted as per the available materials. There's no problem. For example, Uttar Basti, they said you have the wooden one also. If you have used the wooden one in the female or males, it's possible when you have a very malleable catheters are there. Why can't we use it? So we have to adopt the technology, available materials, but principle should not be compromised. It then become a classical. So that way we have to contemporize the practices. And even Basti, maybe at least we have to appreciate Kerala people brought the very poach and burn. But again there the problem is, which is to be discarded, they reuse, which can be discarded, which can be reused, they discard it. For example, pouch need not be disposed of, which we insert in the anus, that should be disposed of, but we reuse that one. There is no alternate for it. But that way we have to think and we have to modify. Then use of classical terminology. This again, for example, you have discoloration, no meaning that one. When you say Shava Varna, Pandu Varna, Krishna Varna, it gives which dosha is involved there. So try to use the classical terminology. One day I was in the wards, I was asking student, a psoriasis case was there. So what is dosha involved? They usually kapha. How is it told kapha? So it is autoimmune disease. Immune system give to kapha, autoimmune. Then I asked it, what is the touch? You say, the rough, which dosha is there? This one. Scaling is there, which dosha? Everything is there now, vata only. How is it due to kapha? So that way, we have to use the rational way of thinking, teaching also. Use the classical terminology as far as possible. That direct you towards the drug selection, diagnosis, everything appropriately there. So use the classical terminology as much as possible. Use the terminology. And then clinical teaching, the diagnosis assessment and samprapti. All of you have the UG, Rogridhan Kaichikija, case taking. What we'll do, after having case taking everything, samprapti comes. From the book, we take sloka, write that one. Chikitsa Sutra, some sutras we mention it. It is not likewise. We have to build up samprapti of that case. On the basis of history and examination, we have to construct the samprapti of that patient with the help of the classical sloka or classical knowledge, not the classical sloka to write there. So that to be the background knowledge, and we have to build up. And then samprapti to be planned as per samprapti. Then only you are going to make individualized treatment as we are thinking of. So that pattern, the teachers has to adopt it, and student has to practice that one. That is the way it is required. Classical approach means. Yogi, Ayogya, Arhan, Arha. This is another major one. The minister Panchakarma, for example. So many people think that he is a Panchakarma patient to be given. When you think of indication and fitness, both are different there. For example, a patient is of appendicitis, his surgery is indicated. But patient is running with fever, he can't be operated. Likewise, maybe some Pakshagata, Basti is indicated. But patient having maybe thrombosed piles or something else there, he not be given, unfit for Basti. So this has to be understood by Panchakarma people or other treatments also very clearly. So fitness and indication both are different. We have to develop fitness systems, we have developed it in our practices. That otherwise it is a complications may come there. Next slide. The prescription practices, cost effectiveness. Now we have the trend of following all over the system. For every complaint, one medicine, because companies are going on, the proprietary medicines going on happening. When you say classical practice, we have compounding, mixture practices is very good there. See that what happens, you may give the medicine as much as required in one single combination. How? For many complaints, you may compound single medicine. Cost will reduce. There is no problem of double dosing, because same medicine may be there in 2-3 medicines what you are going to give appropriate compound medicines. Their dose will be increasing there. So here when you have a mixing of these ones, you may have less one, maybe instantly practicing. That we have to think of how we can reduce the number of medicines and cost also, and how we can avoid the complications. That is one thing. Second one is judicious use of procedures. Now on the name of Panchakarma admissions, every small patient will be given Panchakarma. When you see earlier, almost 70-80% of Kachikitsa prescription practice, then Panchakarma. And now 80% Panchakarma only, and patient says, I don't have time, then we will give the prescription. So now we have to think of how the students will go back to practice, how much they can practice it. They can't practice, they effectively, they are consequently costly. We can't do it. So we have to bring back the prescription practice, we have to bring back. And then procedures as required only we have to use it. In the same thing, suggestion, rubber stamp to rational treatment. Do we have this practice? The Tamaka Suvasa or Pakshagata is there. One teacher will return, patient got good disease, and same prescription will be given to all patients. When you give Tamaka Suvasa comes, you give the same patient. So that we have to overcome. We don't want to have rubber stamp treatment. We have to have rational. That comes when you have Samprapti established it, and when Samprapti Vigata to be planned it. Then only it comes there. So that we have to practice. And then suggestion to specification. Suppose Panchakarma, morning will I was interacting with some internee. That's what I am interacting. So when you write Sthanik Abhyanga, you have to write left, which part of the body, left or right or how much to be given. Or Vamana Virechana you are giving. You have to write with what we have to give Virechana and what is the expected Shuddhi. You are a Pravara Shuddhi you want, Madhyam Shuddhi you want, Avara Shuddhi you want. So this is what specification required there. Similarly, Patya you are writing. Patya to be served hot, served to be warm, or to be cold to be taken. So without these, all these ones, how the patient will take also? So such mean, even after Abhyanga, bath to be given. How much, what the temperature of the water bath to be a water bath, for water to be taken for a bath. Sukhoshna. There are people who have hot water taken and BP has fallen down, complications happen. It's very important to have every aspect to be specified. That's what I told, suggestion to specification. It should be the prescription. These are all prescription practices. Only few I am listed out for example I am giving, because time is very less. So these are the few of my suggestions at this point for the improvising of the clinical practices there. To next slide. Okay, to come up, to develop objectivity in thinking, to emotional bias, overcome it and develop that one. And then adopt a true classical approach and incorporate modern advances, what of things are there. And then horizontal, vertical integration, the teaching for the teachers, it is important there. And then inculcate standard prescription practices in Ayurveda there. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable words and empowering Ayurveda by introducing CBTC curriculum and throwing light on transformation of Ayurveda from classic to present era by collaboration, integration, and ethical practice. Now I request all the dignitaries on the dais to kindly felicitate our chief guest, Reverend Dr. B.S. Prasad, sir. I request Kumar Kantimat sir, Bhudev. Thank you, everyone.
We are equally privileged to have among us several eminent personalities as our guests. Sir, ex-principal and executive member of DGM Ayurveda Medical College, GADAG, to kindly address the gathering.
Respected inaugurator and eminent educationist and former Ayurveda Board President of NCSM, Dr. B.S. Prasad sir, enthusiastic principal Dr. Santosh Badodi, our secretary Sri B.S. Patil, and organizer of this, organizing secretary of this event, Dr. K.Z. Kulme, and many resource persons from different parts have come over here, and all my teachers and delegates. And also I can recognize the presence of our Dr. Ashok Patil here, alumni of our alumni of this institute. Now he is working as principal of Ayurveda Mahavidyalaya, Ayurveda College, Bijapur, where I was the alumni of that institution. Dr. B.S. Ashok Patil is here. I can recognize his presence, and all the delegates. Still many sessions are to be conducted. I will not take much of your time. Many very good inputs have given from our esteemed guests. Only thing, whenever we talk of Dr. B.S. Prasad, he is a transformer. He is a man of transformation. When I went to BMK Mahavidyalaya, KLU studies BMK, I told there, with his effective, experienced, dedicated work, BMK, KLU BMK Ayurveda Mahavidyalaya was transformed into KLU's Ayurveda world. We have to give very good appreciations for this. Ayurveda College into Ayurveda world, that is transforming the things with his most innovative activities. When we heard the name of Dr. B.S. Prasad, that he is appointed as the Ayurveda Board President, then we all academicians thought that the right man is placed into the right place. Whenever the opportunity should be given to the right man at the right time in the right places. Myself and Prasad have worked as the principals from many years. I am observing from the last 20 to 25 years. I have worked with him as a CCIM member also. At that time I noticed that, and with his activities, others were also said, he is the not right person at the right time here in CCIM at that time. When the CCIM was remodified into NCISM, with the new ideologies, when the opportunities were given for Dr. B.S. Prasad, he showed him what is to be there in Ayurvedic curriculum. That is also a transformation. We have to bring such an environment in the academic field. In the earlier CCIM, it is mostly dominated with the physicians and practitioners there. They were coming, elected team was coming, where the part of academicians was very less, and they were not considering it also. Many academicians, I too worked as a CCIM member with him at that time. At that time, our new ideologies were not regarded that much. अरे चलता है रहने दो, ये बहुत साल से ऐसा चल रहा है, तुम क्या बोल रहे हो? This was the mentality here at that time in the CCM. With all this, when it was transformed, the new ideas have come in different boards were constituted and right persons were chosen. That's why a world-class, a transformative syllabus curriculum has been framed. It is to the world class now. How always we are thinking of, we are telling many times that globalization of Ayurveda. It's all right. It should be a globalization is must, but we must be ready. Our institutions should be ready. Our infrastructure, our academic area should be ready to prepare those that kind of physicians, teachers, researchers to the field of Ayurveda. Definitely, sir, with this your effort of with the struggles what you have taken for last these 4 years, you have restructured the curriculum, adopting very modern concepts, the right things. Here also you have told, today's innovations will tomorrow's traditions. Always we are talking of tradition. It is Ayurveda is a culture and tradition of our heritage. We are telling, but there is no innovations. Whenever innovations will take, that will be continuous as a tradition. That should be in our mind. When the phase-wise curriculum has been framed now, the students are given very much importance to have the contemporary medical science knowledge. It may be about science, developments, equipment and instruments, methodologies, everything. Everything it is incorporated here, but the responsibility of the teaching fraternity is most important now. Making the transformation in syllabus is not at all important. It is to be brought into practice. The teacher should adopt it in their teaching methodologies. There should be a proper training. Yesterday with the discussion with Dr. Prasad, I was insisting him to start the teachers training institutes. That should be the responsibility of the government and institutions and other universities. Many Ayurvedic universities are coming. There should be staff training colleges. Whenever in other basic science colleges, the teachers will be trained in B.Ed, M.Ed like that. Then they will become teachers. That facilities are not there in Ayurvedic curriculum. Immediately after getting our degree and post-graduation, we are jumping into the educational field. There should be proper teaching, training for this staff. Then only your ideas will be properly communicated to students. With that ideology, with his capacity, he can think of those ideas also to start some training institute. Some training seminars are conducted. The procedures are going on. Still, it is not sufficient. Proper implementation of this transformed curriculum should be the most responsibility. Our teachers should be taken very much interest in that. Then only it can be executed properly. With these words, I congratulate Dr. Santosh Bhavadi for organizing this national seminar with very good subject, neurodegenerative disorders. Mostly, Ayurveda successful practitioners are getting good name and fame with treating such diseases only. That's why very resource persons will throw very good light on the subject. Definitely it will be useful. I heard nearly 500 delegates are participating. It is a good number. With the enthusiasm, you have come over here. Throughout the day, actively you can participate and take out a very good message from this seminar. Once again, I thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity in participating this one. Once again, I express my heartful thanks to Dr. B.S. Prasad for his innovative administrative experience, service, and making a very good world-class syllabus for Ayurvedic curriculum. In the forthcoming many years, you will be remembered, sir, for your innovative work. Thank you, Ananda.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful words. Now I request Shri B.S. Patil, sir, Secretary, JSVV Samsthe Gadar, for his remarks.
ಜಗದ್ಗುರು ತ್ರಯರನ್ನು ಸ್ಮರಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕರಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಇಂದಿನ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ನ್ಯೂರೋ ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟಿವ್ ಡಿಸಾರ್ಡರ್ಸ್ನ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆದಂತಹ ಶ್ರೀ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಚಾರ್ಯರಾದಂಥ ಎಸ್ ಎನ್ ಬೆಳವಡಿ ಸರ್ ಅವರೇ, ಹಾಗೂ ಇಂದಿನ ಕೀನೋಟ್ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ಚೀಫ್ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆದಂಥ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಕಮಿಟಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆದಂಥ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಜಿ ಬಿ ಪಾಟೀಲ್ರವರೇ, ಹಾಗೂ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಆದಂಥ ಟಿ ಜಿ ಕುಲ್ಮಿಯವರೇ, ಹಾಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಪ್ರಾಧ್ಯಾಪಕ ವೃಂದವೇ, ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿತರ ವೃಂದ, ಸಭೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡೆಲಿಗೇಟ್ಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕರಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಶಿವಾನಂದ ವಿದ್ಯಾವರ್ಧಕ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ 1976ರಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಯಿತು. 76ರಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆದಾಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ನಾವು ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಪಾಠಶಾಲಾ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ ಪಾಠಶಾಲಾ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು ಅಂತಂದು ಅಂದಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೊಡಗೈ ದಾನಿ ಆದಂಥ ದಾನಪ್ಪ ಮೇಲ್ಮಾಳಿಗೆಯವರು ಹೇಳಿದರು, ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಾಕತಿ ಅಂದಾಗ ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಜಗದ್ಗುರು ನಂದೀಶ್ವರ ಮಹಾಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳವರು, 3ನೇ ಜಗದ್ಗುರುಗಳವರು, ಅವರು ಒಂದು ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದಿಕ್ ಮಹಾವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದಾಗ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ತಮ್ಮ ಸಮಸ್ತ ಆಸ್ತಿಯನ್ನೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ದಾನ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆರವಾಗಿ ಬೆಳೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣೀಕರ್ತರು ಅಂದರೆ ತಪ್ಪಾಗಲಾರ್ದು. ಇಂದಿನ ದಿವಸ ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಸ್ಮರಿಸಬೇಕು. ದಾನಪ್ಪ ಮೇಲ್ಮಾಳ್ಗಿ ಮತ್ತು ಅವರ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿಯರಾದಂಥ ಗಿರಿಜಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲ್ಮಾಳ್ಗಿಯವರು. ಹಾಗೂ ಇದು ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಆಯುರ್ವೇದಿಕ್ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣೀಕರ್ತರಾದಂಥ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಪ್ರಾಚಾರ್ಯರು, ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ಷವಾಗಿ ಪರೋಕ್ಷವಾಗಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂಥ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆರವಾಗಿ ಬೆಳೆದು ನಿಂತಿದೆ. ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಇಂಥ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಈ ಥರ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ಹೆಸರು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೂ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಜ್ಞಾನ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದು ನಾನು ಆಶಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಈಗ ಸರ್ ಇವರು ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಸರ್ ತಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಪವರ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ನಾನೇನು ಒಂದು ಹೇಳೋಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಎಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ನೀವು ಆಯುರ್ವೇದಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡೋರಿಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಜನರಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಐತೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಅನಿಸ್ತೈತೆ ನನಗೆ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಅಲೋಪತಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರಿ. ಆಯುರ್ವೇದಿಕ್ದಾಗ ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಎಮರ್ಜೆನ್ಸಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅಲೋಪತಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಆದರೆ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದಿಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಇದಾವೆ, ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ಅದಾವೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈಗ ನೋಡಿರಿ, ಎಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ವೆಲ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಂತಂದು ಹೋಲಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ವೆಲ್ನೆಸ್ಸು ಪಾಶ್ಚಿಮಾತ್ಯರೆಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರಭಾವಿತರಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಅದು ಮೇನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದಿಕಿಂದನೇ ಬಂದದ್ದಂಥದ್ದು ಅದು ಹೋಲಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ವೆಲ್ನೆಸ್. ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮುಂಬೈದಲ್ಲೇ ಕಾರಲ್ಲೇ ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮಿಷನ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲ್ ಇದೆ. ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮಿಷನ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ವಾರದಲ್ಲಿ 2 ದಿವಸ ಹೋಲಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ವೆಲ್ನೆಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವರು ಇದನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಮತ್ತು ಆದರೆ ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇವನ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಫಾರಿನರ್ಸು ಸತಿಗೆ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಗಳು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತೊಗೊತಾ ಇದಾರೆ. ಎದಕ್ಕೆ? ಹೋಲಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ವೆಲ್ನೆಸ್. ಆ ಥರದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದರೂ ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದಿಕ್ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಂಥದ್ದು. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಯೋಗ ಮಹಾವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯ ಐತಿ. ಅದರ ಉಪಯೋಗ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಲಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ವೆಲ್ನೆಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅನ್ನೋ ಅಂತ ನನ್ನ ಅನಿಸಿಕೆ ಅನಿಸ್ತತಿ. ನಾನೀಗ ಒಂದು ರೀಸೆಂಟಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯ ಕೇಳಿದೆ. ಒಬ್ಬರು ಪೀಡಿಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಸರ್ಜನ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಆಸ್ಟ್ರೇಲಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ. ಪೀಡಿಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಸರ್ಜನ್ ಆಸ್ಟ್ರೇಲಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಗಳಿಗೆ, ಶೀ ಈಸ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ 18 ಇಯರ್ಸ್, ಥೈರಾಯ್ಡ್ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಥೈರಾಯ್ಡ್ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಆದಾಗ ಅವ್ರೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾರಿಗೆ? ನಾನು ಕಾರ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಹೋಲಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ವೆಲ್ನೆಸ್ಗೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಫರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿ ಈಗಿನ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ನಾವು ಏನಾದರೂ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲೋಪತಿ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಲೈಫ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಅವರು ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ತೊಗೋಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ ಐತೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿರಿ ಅಂತಂದು ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಇವರು ಈ ಸುಮಾರು ಈಗ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸುಮಾರು 3-4 ತಿಂಗಳಾಯಿತು. 3-4 ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲೇ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದು ನನಗಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಸೂಪರ್ಡೆಂಟ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ದಯಾ ದೀಪಾನಂದಜಿ ಮಹಾರಾಜ್ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದರು ಈ ಥರ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗೂ ಸತಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಬಂದು ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು 8 ದಿವಸ ಇದ್ದಾಗಲಿ ಆ ಹೋಲಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ವೆಲ್ನೆಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಟೀಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಥರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಇನೋವೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದದಲ್ಲೇ ನೀವು ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ಏನು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅದಾವು. ಅಂಥದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದರೂ ಯಾರು ಪ್ರತಿಭಾನ್ವಿತರಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಮತ್ತು ಚಿಂತನೆ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ವಿಚಾರದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತೀರಿ, ನೀವು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ವಿಚಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು ದೇಶದ ಮುನ್ನಡೆಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಏನು ಭಾರತ ದೇಶ ತಳಹದಿಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಇದ್ದಂಥ ಆಯುರ್ವೇದವನ್ನು ಬೆಳೆಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದು ನಾನು ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳುತ್ತಾ, ನನಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುತ್ತಾ ನನ್ನ 2 ಮಾತು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. Santosh N. Belvadi, sir, Principal DGM Ayurveda Medical College, to deliver the presidential address.
वागर्त एव संप्रोक्त प्रतिपत्ये जगतः पितरौ वंदे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ. My pranamas to the lotus feet of all our Pujya Swamiji of Shivanand Brahanmat Gadag. With the blessings of His Holiness Sri Jagadguru Abhinava Shivananda Mahaswamiji, my pranamas to the founder of our Jagadguru Shivananda Vidyavardhaka Samsthe, Sri late Danappa Gurusiddhappa Melmalgi and Srimati late Girjamma Danappa Melmalgi, respected today's chief guest and keynote addressee, Honorable Dr. B. Srinivas Prasad sir, former NCISM President, Board of Ayurveda, Nayi Delhi, respected Sri B.S. Patil sir, Secretary Jagadguru Shivananda Vidyavardhaka Samsthe, Gadag, one more guest, respected Dr. G.B. Patil sir, former Principal DGM Ayurveda Medical College, Gadag, respected Dr. D.G. Kulmi sir, Organizing Secretary Chaitanya 2025, eminent resource persons of this national level conference, Dr. Murali Krishna sir, former Principal SV Ayurveda College, Tirupati, respected Dr. Padma Kirana Madam, Professor STM College of Ayurveda, Udupi, Dr. Veerana Jatti sir, Chief Ayurveda Consultant, Jamakandi, faculty members who came from different Ayurveda Medical College, respected all principals, delegates, research scholar, practitioners, PG, PhD, paper presenters from different parts of Karnataka, media persons, invitees, sponsors, all our college teaching faculty, students and scholars. Our DGM Ayurveda College, established in the year 1979 and had its humble beginning in a small building in Gadag city. Late Sri Danappa Gurusiddhappa Melmalgi and late Srimati Girjamma Danappa Melmalgi, founder of this institute, inspired by His Holiness Sri Jagat Guru Nandishwara Mahaswamiji to donate their entire property to Shivananda Vidyavardhak Samsthe to establish this Ayurveda Medical College and Hospital. Over the years, it has grown into large enterprises in the field of Ayurveda, offering services in the field of education, research and clinical practices. We have a separate full-fledged Sri Jagadguru Shivananda Hospital, fully equipped with a 140-bedded hospital known for its neurological and neuromuscular disorder, musculoskeletal, dermatological and many other chronic disorders in northern Karnataka. Our college is affiliated to Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, Bengaluru, recognized by Government of Karnataka and National Council of Indian System of Medicine, New Delhi, granting aid in the year 1986 and started postgraduates in the Department of Kai Chikitsa in the year 1996. Started PG departments like Panchakarma, Dravyaguna and Rashastra in the year 2001-2002. Granted Atharva Silver Jubilee International Conference and Ayurveda Expo in the year 2006. Received grants for our college hospital, Sri Jagadguru Shivananda Hospital, new building from central government in the year 2009-2010 under the supervision and eminent personality Dr. G.B. Patil sir. Started PhD in the Department of Kai Chikitsa in the year 2022. Our institute organizing academic activities like different seminars, conferences, workshops, different faculty developments by inviting experts from different parts of India and sensitization programs for our students, scholars and teachers also. Encouraging our students and scholars to participate in different competitions, Shloka Parayana, paper presentations in national and international conferences. Regular training program concerned to safety and biomedical waste management for our college and hospital employees. Plantation of new medicinal plants on the eve of our teacher's birthday. Nursery unit field visits, research center visits and education tours by students and scholars of our college, different community outreach program from NSS unit, health checkup camps, Swarna Prashana distribution of Mrigashira Nakshatra medicine, health awareness talks and campaign, radio talks, National Ayurveda Day celebration, International Yoga Day celebration, Prakriti Pariksha Abhiyana, Swachha Abhiyana, blood donation camp and so on. Our UG students receiving different university grants for the short-term research projects. Our faculties are also received many grants from Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences. Many researches are ongoing. Our UG, PGs and PhD scholars achieve distinction level and first class results every year from the Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, Bengaluru. Our faculty members were invited by the different institutions as a resource person, as a guest speaker and received a lot of awards from the different bodies. The institution is growing with his high credential by the blessings of our Puja Swamiji and under the guidance of respected our Secretary Sri B.S. Patil sir and Dr. G.B. Patil sir. In this today's conference, total 3 sessions will be conducting and 4 sessions will be oral paper presentation under the parallel heading. More than 40 Ayurveda colleges participated and around 500 students, research scholars, teachers and practitioners are participating in this conference. 200 research papers on neurological disorders and their management are going to be delivered by the PGs, PhDs, teachers and also the research persons. So as at this juncture, the competency-based dynamic curriculum and competency-based medical education, the National Council of Indian System of Medicine has implemented a competency-based dynamic curriculum for Ayurveda education. This focuses on core Ayurveda competency, integration with modern medicine and practical training. The new syllabus aims to produce skilled Ayurveda practitioner who can effectively integrate traditional knowledge with scientific advancement, contributing to the global recognition and relevance of Ayurveda. The credential for revolutionary step in Ayurveda education goes to the today's chief guest, Honorable Dr. B. Srinivas Prasad sir, former President of NCISM, New Delhi. I request everyone for the big round of applause for the same. I wholeheartedly welcome all the teams. My gratitude to the Dr. B.S. Prasad sir, all resource person, organizing secretary, all organizing committee members. I wholeheartedly congratulate and thank all my students, my faculty who worked in different committee and made this event grand successful. So with this, I will end up my word. Thank you one and all.
Thank you so much, sir. No event of this magnitude is possible without the commitments, support and hard work of many individuals and institutions. To formally convey our appreciation, I now invite Dr. Kumar Chodapanavar sir to deliver the vote of thanks.
మానవార్థం మావిర్భూతం మానమేయదిలక్షకం శివరూపం శివానందం వంద్యం వందే జగద్గురుం. Surrendering myself to the holy feet of His Holiness Jagadguru Shivananda Mahaswami, all the Guru Paramparas. Good afternoon, one and all gathered here, respected dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, invitees, participants, dear students. I am feeling honored to get this opportunity to conclude the inaugural vote of thanks. The organizing national conference is a challenging task. This cannot be possible without a great preparation, wise working hands, supports from every corner and blessings. Now it is time to convey our gratitude to all who have extended their support to make this innovative event grand success. At the outset, on behalf of organizing committee, I would like to express my profound gratitude to Dr. B.S. Prasad sir, former president of National Commission for Indian System of Medicine, who has came over down from New Delhi in his busy schedule for inaugurating and addressing the gathering. Thank you, sir. The most humbly thanks to our beloved principal, sir, Dr. S.N. Belvedi, sir, for his experiential leadership, guidance and motivational throughout this conference. I thank to our beloved principal, sir. Thank you, sir. I am happy to offer my sincere thanks to the Secretary of Jagadguru Shivananda Vidyavardak Samsthe, Dr. B.S. Patil, sir. Thank you, sir. I extend my sincere, heartfelt gratitude to our beloved retired principal, sir, and executive committee member of Jagadguru Shivananda Vidyavardak Samsthe, Dr. J.B. Patil, sir. Thank you, sir. I am happy to offer my sincere thanks to organizing secretary of this event, Dr. D.Z. Kulme, sir, for his active guidance and support since you have given your valuable time in fixing many issues related to the event. Thank you, sir. On behalf of organizing team, I convey my sincere thanks to resource persons, Dr. Murali Kumar, sir, Dr. Viranna Jetti, sir, Dr. Padma Kiran, madam. Thank you, madam. And also I extend my sincere thanks to the chairpersons of yesterday's online presentations for technical sessions, delegates who have expected our invitations and made this event grand success. I take this opportunity to thank all the committee members, reviewers for providing valuable comments in time to help for us improvement of quality papers presentation in the conference. I also thank to all the authors who have submitted the valuable research to the conference. My special thanks to all the delegates, students, PhD scholars, PG scholars, volunteers who have worked hard to make successful of these events. Thank you one and all.
Thank you so much, sir. With this, we conclude the inaugural ceremony. I request all the faculty members of DGM Ayurveda Medical College to come over the stage for photo session.